If you want a man to pick you up, come to your door, open your car door for you, and you don't want to tell them, I'm going to tell you a way to do it very, very easily.
Please, for the love of God, do not.
There's a guy coming to pick me up right now. All we talked about was going to get food. I sent him my address and I said my apartment number. I didn't ask him, can you come pick me up? I just assumed. So he's on his way right now. I also said, when you come to my door to knock.
Do they not realize these lips look ridiculous? They don't look natural. They just don't look appealing or attractive in any way.
Well, duh.
She has old lady jewelry on, pearls and pearl earrings and red lipstick. It's just not, you know?
Say it! Say it!
I don't even gotta say it. I think the fellas know what I mean. And pink fingernail polish, it's just no. Is the best way for me to, express what I'm trying to express. No.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog. Keep it up, though.
And by the time women have to play these games and come up with these theories about dating, they're usually ruined. It's really not this complicated.
Please don't, because my dog will freak out. He said, oh, of course not. So now I know that he's going to get out of his car and come knock on my door. So you can indirectly tell guys what to do. It's just like you assume it's going to happen, and they're not going to say, I'm not coming to your door.
Wrong. Don't listen to women.
But by that point, she's leading. And even if you don't realize that she's leading, she realizes that she's leading. And she's not going to be attracted to you. She's sabotaging her relationships before they even get a real chance.
You're going to expire before the age of 25. By the age of 35, literally no man's going to want you.
What a coincidence that people always say, like, no one's going to want you after the age of 25. When around the age of 25 or 26 is when women's frontal lobe fully develops.
And that's the problem. We need to get you on a good man's program before your frontal lobe fully develops.
God, you're sick.
Because if you've just been getting run through by Chad and Tyrone from 15 to 25 before your frontal lobe develops, you're going to be cemented in resenting men. You're going to be cemented in the damage that's been done by Chad and Tyrone from 15. So yeah, that's why you're unbearable after 25 if you've been ran through.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
You don't get married before 30 because the 20s are when you're supposed to be drinking the shots, when you're supposed to be at the parties, when you're supposed to be dating a lot of men.
You've come up with your own ideas and opinions, which are usually wrong, and you're going to try to stand on them, and you're going to resist a man's leadership. And that's why a man needs to get his woman to bond with him before she's 25, so she can get on a man's program.
How dare you? I'm genuinely confused about this. Why is it that prior to you talking to a man, they will get your attention by liking your Instagram stories, they'll be in your DMs, they'll like all of your posts, literally all of them. But then when you actually start talking, they will purposefully won't like your posts.
Oh, I think we both know the answer to that.
Show me your tits!
They still might be in your DMs. They may like your stories. But when it comes to the in-feed posts, nowhere to be found.
By the time a woman is basing her value about who's watching a story, who's liking an in-feed or an out-feed or whatever, she's done. She's ruined for marriage and, childbearing for a decent man. She's probably not going to make a good mother. She's probably not going to make a good wife.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
By the time she has a TikTok, she's a typical female narcissist. By the time she on Instagram all day posting all the time, selfies and she's a narcissist. Usually in those situations, she's going to be a self-absorbed hussy.
So I went on a date last night and I wore this top and I thought it was super flattering and nice. And then I notice this. I'm not even sweating. It's just like one of those tight shirts that literally like you can't not have pit stains in.
That's nasty.
I'm dirty. I'm disgusting.
Women who tend to be nasty.
And I'm just realizing this now a day later. So I'm pretty positive on my entire date, this was there. So I'm like so embarrassed and I'm just like thinking back and I'm like, oh my God, like I just can't believe that happened. So for anyone worrying about doing embarrassing things, like, just remember this moment.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Why she's single is what makes women pathetic.
So not only did you embarrass yourself on the date, Now you're embarrassing yourself on TikTok in front of thousands of people. This is a real bright one right here, a real bright one. But anything for attention, right? Anything for attention. I'm sure that guy you were on a date with was totally disgusted, but it didn't stop him from, hitting it that night and turning on his sprinkler system.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah, he ain't worried about it. He wasn't planning on calling you back anyway.
Only attracting one-night stands and fuckboys, this might be why.
Signs that a guy might just not be that into you.
I just got back from a really, really wonderful date with a seemingly really wonderful man. And he dropped me off. I come inside and I just start crying. And I'm like, why am I so upset when I just had such a great date with this guy?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
And I wonder, do this guy realize how much of a nutcase he just went on a date with?
I highly doubt that.
I wonder, do he realize that this woman has a TikTok page where she talks about her personal life? Do you think he realizes how emotionally unstable she is?
Absolutely not.
Of course not. She didn't present any of that on a date. Why would she? She's trying to put her best foot forward. But I'm glad we have channels like this so you guys can know what's going on behind the front.
Like, why am I so upset?
Good question.
And I realize it's because I haven't had a really good date in a long, long time where I genuinely connected with a person, and I'm scared. It's weird. It's like my body and my mind doesn't know how to process it.
I can't handle someone being nice because I don't know how to deal with it.
I honestly, Grandma, I just don't like him because he's just like so nice and I don't like him.
Ew, get off of me. Ugh, as if.
So I tried to hook up with this guy, right? And I just couldn't do it because he was just so sweet. Like, he was a really good person.
Most girls won't admit this, but for your sake, I will. I hate nice guys.
Because she's been dealing with toxic guys since she was 15 years old. She's scared because she doesn't know what to do with a good man. This is the part that women don't talk about when they get online talking about where's the good men at, I want a good man. You couldn't keep a good man if your life depended on it. This woman is going to sabotage this relationship. She might sabotage it before it even become a relationship. These women are damaged beyond repair. This is why you can't cut women any slack when you're, checking off the boxes of if she meet the criteria for being a wife or a serious girlfriend or whatever you're into.
Because I'm so used to getting hurt. I've never experienced a good relationship or a healthy relationship. I've always been hurt.
You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
AKA, the guy just went on a date with is a wonderful human being, and I know that he deserves better even if he doesn't know it. That's what that translates to. And I can only keep up this good girl act for so long. So let me sabotage it before we get that far. Before he realizes who I really am.
Go Google that see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what. I dare you to sit up there and say, explain. You know what I'm talking about, man.
I think I have just lost the one person that I've prayed for. Like, all because
How come? Tell me why! Say it! Say it!
Now that pointless shit is done, we can get to the pointless shit we're all here for.
of my self-sabotaging tendencies.
At least she admitting it.
Because God forbid I actually accept good things that are happening to me because I'm so used to it being a mess.
But they still try to paint it like you should feel sorry for me. Yes, I just sabotaged a relationship with a good guy, but don't feel sorry for the guy. Feel sorry for me because I'm so damaged. But the only reason I'm damaged is because guys are so trash typically, not because I was toxic from the jump.
Right.
But don't hold me accountable. Feel sorry for me. Never mind the fact that I just broke some good dude's heart. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. Just forget about that. And real quick, look over her shoulder. Is that a car seat for her offspring? If it is, look, say some prayers for that little one. They're gonna need it.
You can say that again. And may God have mercy on your soul.
You get to say that about a woman. Why can't you say women are wrong when they're wrong?
You want to be making moves on the street, have no attachments, allow
Nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.